A man was driving down the road when he noticed he was already going quite fast, but the truck behind him kept honking incessantly. The siblings thought they were blocking the truck's path, so Daisy immediately told her brother to change lanes. However, strangely enough, the truck stayed right behind them, as if it refused to leave. This left the two at a loss for what to do. Fortunately, the situation changed when they slowed down. The truck seemed to have no intention of directly hitting them and swerved to pass them from the side. Watching the large truck speed by, the siblings were left speechless. However, this situation reminded Daisy of a murder case that happened 20 years ago. Back then, a couple was also traveling on this road and suddenly disappeared in the middle of the night. Although the police investigated, they didn't find any bodies, only a car with bloodstains. Thinking about this, the two couldn't help but feel a chill down their spines. They continued driving for another half an hour and surprisingly encountered the same truck again near a remote church. When they observed carefully, they discovered that the driver was actually holding a blood-soaked bag. The two were instantly scared silly as the blood-stained bag was thrown into a pipe. Just as the siblings were speculating about what might be in the bag, the man suddenly turned his gaze towards them. It was only then that they realized there was a high possibility of a person being inside the bag. At this point, Daisy quickly took out her phone to call the police, but the cell phone shut down at that very moment. The thing they feared most had indeed happened. They saw the truck driver suddenly accelerate and charge towards them at full speed. After the truck attempted to hit them several times, it abruptly sped away. The two, still in shock, finally breathed a sigh of relief. They could have just left, but the younger brother believed there was likely a living person in the bag and couldn't just stand by and do nothing. Daisy couldn't resist her brother's insistence and agreed to let him go quickly and come back quickly. However, they never imagined that this decision would make them regret it for the rest of their lives.